G'day, I'm John Ford for Caravan World, and we're up in the Dandenongs and with this great Trakmaster and Scott Browne from Track Trailer, who make Trakmaster.
We do, John. We make the Trakmaster van in our Bayswater factory from the ground up. A lot of the components, nearly 85% of it is made locally.
Yep. No, they're a brand close to my heart, as you know, and we've been trying to get you together with the van to have a bit of a yarn about it for a while, so thanks for coming along. What makes this van so special?
I suppose what makes it is it's a good compact size, it's got a narrow track, it's got the fully galvanised chassis, it's made with so much over-engineering, so much love, so much attention to detail. It's a van following the track edition. We've brought it to Trakmaster. If you go in the Trakmaster, you know you're going to come home again.
Yep. So tell me a little bit about how it's built.
Okay, well, it's built, as I said, all local steel, Australian steel. It starts its life in our factory. We weld the chassis there. We send it round the corner to get optic galvanised. Then our components are all made locally in Melbourne as well.
Yep.
Actually, they're made by our parent company now. So the whole van now is locally owned, locally designed, locally manufactured.
Yep. So tell me how the chassis, okay, fair enough, it's a hot dip galvanised chassis, but the frame and the body, how do you put that together?
Well, the walls are actually, they're three components, so they're two skins and internal foam. Yep. They're hot glued in a frame overnight. They're pressed for 24 hours, and that gives us a rigidity. It also provides insulation to the van, and so it's a frameless van with these composite walls. But when I say composite, metal and foam.
Yeah. So it's like a Lego set, sort of, in a way. It's not like an aluminium frame that you tack things onto. It's got components that go to make up the wall. Yeah,
that's right. And each of these components, as I said, is overall, like there's 4,000 rivets in the van, put in by hand, not by a robot, not by a machine, put in by hand. But then each wall is made up of 6 to 7 components, and it is like a bit Meccano set or a jigsaw puzzle. We just get them all in, done in-house, all in Bayswater.
Yeah, okay. So, and it's built on a pretty sturdy suspension too, isn't it?
And no T2 Trakmasters go out the same. Everyone wants their own little bit of it. So whether we have the base model, which we've got here in the background, through to some of the other ones you can see with whether it be air conditioning, whether it be single beds, whether it be queen size bed, east-west beds, induction cooking, non-induction cooking, gas cooking, internal cooking, no cooking. I mean, the list just goes on and on. But we're here to work with our customer to give them the van they want that will provide memories for a long, long time.
Well, from standard, what sort of self-sufficiency does it have?
Oh, excellent. I mean, comes standard with 500 amp hour lithium batteries, a 2000 watt inverter, 600 watts of solar panel, and obviously there's external charging points for your solar as well.
Yeah, okay. So a 2000 watt inverter would run the aircon, you think?
It runs the aircon on this one. It's a new Basto unit that runs the aircon.
It's small enough to get down, into confined spots. It's a bit narrower than normal too, isn't it?
All the Track products and the Trakmasters followed on that line. We're all narrow van, just under 2 metres, 1995. So you can actually go down nearly most standard tracks in Australia. You're going to get some pinstriping on the Amberdell maybe, but that's expected.
Yeah. Well, they're just great at the Amberdell, so it's very tempting to get out there at the moment.
Yeah, well, there's one out there now, so you should get out there and follow it.
Yep. So, in a lot of ways, it's the perfect van for getting into confined spaces, but it's got enough self-sufficiency to be able to stay out in the bush for longer. You've got the option of a composting toilet, which is a good option, I think. But it's the sort of van that I imagine a lot of people that have had bigger vans who have recognised how difficult it is to get to places are going to opt for something like this.
That's exactly who our customer is at the moment, John. They've had the bigger van, they've found they can't get them where they want to go. So in this 14 foot, we do have the big batteries, we do have the toilet, we have the ensuite, we've got 250 litres of fresh water, we've got a 50 litre grey water tank, we've got diesel heating, we've got diesel hot water. So this really can be a self-sufficient van that's going to take you for a long trip off the grid, and you don't need to worry. It's got plenty of storage. There's room in the front for 4 jerry cans. If you even need more, and there's plenty of storage in this van. You really need to learn to pack air because there's overhead cupboards, there's bedside cupboards, there's stacks of drawers. There's 5 drawers in this van, and the microwave, and the range hood. I mean, I think we've really put a lot of work in this and got consumers the van they want that's going to take them off grid for a long time and come back safely and comfortably.
Yeah. Well, we're lucky enough today. We've got Jamie Stretton, who's also got a Trakmaster. But we might bring Jamie in and you can tell us a bit about your van.
Yeah, welcome, Jamie.
Thanks, Scott. John.
G'day, mate.
Yeah, we've got a Trakmaster Explorer, but we wanted a few changes, and Track were very accommodating with those changes to the point where we got everything that we wanted. We got a composting toilet, an airhead one in fact, 800 watts of solar, 500 amps of lithium. What else do we?
We got air suspension,
airbags, and disc brakes.
Yeah, okay.
So we pretty much have the perfect trailer in our eyes. We love the storage in it. We love the outside kitchen.
Yep.
You can sit inside at the table and eat. For us, it ticks a lot of boxes.
Yeah. So you've had a few vans before, so you knew exactly what you wanted, but Trakmaster was able to deliver on that customisation to get the van that suited you and Joe.
Absolutely. They did everything we asked and more. You know,
Yep.
some of the little touches they did we didn't expect, but we were quite surprised when we picked it up.
Yep.
And it exceeds our expectations, and we have no reason to look for anything else now.
Yeah.
And I think if I could just add to that, John, is that it is the new Trakmaster where we were listening to our customers, and Jamie in particular, he wanted a different awning to what we would normally run.
Yep.
But we worked with Jamie to got him the Aussie travel awning that he wanted, which meant it sounds simple, but it's not simple. We had to change cupboards, we had to change where the kitchen is, we had to change fridge spaces, but it's about working with the customer to give the customer what they want. At
Yep.
the end of the day, what I want is a customer to be happy, go away and start making memories. And
Yeah.
I think we've done that with Jamie, and we've done. Funnily enough, we've had quite a few following Jamie's footsteps now with the Jamie Stretton. We almost have to call it the Jamie Stretton model because
Okay.
a lot of those features we're now including on the van.
Yeah. No, it is impressive, but you both done a really good job with it.
Yeah.
All right. Thanks for watching, and you can read a review of the Trakmaster in the August edition of Caravan World.